things have just been busy here. So it was good to see Sarah the other night. It was good to have her in class too. So looking forward to the things that she and I can work on together and just evolving in that friendship. I really like her. So thank you for bringing us together and being the glue in that. I am doing a private session right after this, so I'll have to tell you about that. That's an interesting little ditty. But why don't we get into it? Because I feel like it's been a couple of days and I know that you've got a big week coming up. Or working kind of full time right up until the holiday. So with that said, go ahead and just come into your breath. Breathing in through the nose and exhaling through the mouth. Nice deep inhale. And exhale. Two more big breaths. Big inhale. And exhale. Coming into this familiar place of gratitude. Give gratitude to love, the ability to give it, to receive it, to feel it on both ends. Nice deep inhale. And exhale. We give gratitude for this earth, the indigenous peoples of this land, the Salish, the Kootenai, the Pend Oreille, the Blackfeet. Nice deep inhale. And exhale. Give gratitude for this practice, for Black and Brown people as the original creators. Nice deep inhale. And exhale. Give gratitude to our bodies and to ourselves for showing up, for working on our release, to our ancestors and our lineage, persevering their trials, celebrating with them in their triumphs as they've passed that down to us. Acknowledging their transgressions, in case they've passed that down to us, which they have too. Nice deep inhale. And exhale. If there's a person or persons, place or places that you want to send your own gratitude out to this morning or this evening. That's the nice thing about these classes in the early morning and the early evening. Kind of the same. A nice deep inhale. And exhale. When you're ready, room, into the space. Maybe press down through the tops of the thighs, making a little bit of room and space. Moving around your knees, pressing down and massaging through your hips. Recently read this study around people I was listening to Resma Minikam on somatic abolitionism, and for people that he's working with in session, it's, you know, if they don't like to be touched, right? Working on the play of touch, like with them, like just in terms of touching themselves, right? So getting more into that as we kind of move through our practice today, okay? So go ahead and slowly release. Let's go ahead and come down onto our seats. Actually, let's come down onto our backs. Let's get a little bit of that work out of the way. So, down onto our backs first to start. Because sometimes in the busy times, we get lazy with our abs. And our core is our fire. So, go ahead and come down onto your back. Hands come back behind the head. And then we pulse up here for 8, 7, 6, for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Big inhale. Exhale, hold. 2 more. Big inhale. See if you can lift the shoulder blades up off the mat a little bit more. Exhale. 1 more time. Big inhale. Exhale, release. Pull the knees and the elbows together to touch. Squeeze your chin towards your chest. Flex the toes. And then inhale, we extend out. Exhale. Pull. You can always do a little rock up. See if you can pull down through your low belly to rock up through your tailbone. And then inhale out. Exhale. Inhale out. Exhale. We go for 8. For 7, for 6, for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Pull and hold. Exhale, slowly release. Soles of the feet come up to the sky. Flex the toes. Nice deep inhale. Press the legs away and engage your quads. Tuck your chin down towards your chest. Breathe here and then let the knees just rock back and forth side to legs rock back and forth side to side a little bit. Pulling out through the low back. And then we pulse up to touch the toes for 8, 7, 6, 5, for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Left hand, right foot. Right hand left. We go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly lower. Soles of the feet come down to the mat. Hands come down to the side. Press up and pop up through the chest as you lie yourself back down. Hands breeze the back side of the heels. Pull up through the hips. Shift back and forth side to side and pull your shoulder blades underneath you. Maybe come up to the balls of the feet. Hollow out through the low belly, so let the low belly just fall and relax with a tendency to like hold here. Just let your organs move around a little bit. Big inhale. Exhale, drop down through the heels. Inhale, back up. We go for 8, 7, 6, for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Big inhale. Knees flutter out, knees pull in. We go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop down through the heels, drop down through the glutes. Hands can stay by the side or they can rest on the belly. Chin tucks in towards the chest a little bit more, and then you press up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, we go for 8, 7, for 6, for 5, for 4, trying to squeeze the outsides of the glutes. For 3, for 2, and 1. Big inhale. Exhale, release. Left leg extends to the end of the mat. Interlock the fingers on the front part of your right shin. Pull down towards that armpit. Maybe you do some movement through the hip. One way, and then if you go one way, find the movement that opposite direction. Let that right hand come down to the inside of your knee and let the leg just drop over to the side. And then pull it through center line, and then go ahead and grab onto the outside and then lift and twist. Look out past your right fingertips. Letting that right hip come over the left and pull down through your right shoulder blade. Nice deep inhale here. Exhale, slowly release, bring it back to center line. Same thing on that opposite side, but we're gonna extend that right leg first. And press through the sole of the foot and the heel. And let it slowly come all the way down into the mat. Same thing on that opposite side. Interlock the fingers, pull them around the front part of your right shin, pull that right knee towards the right armpit. Tuck the chin in towards the chest, big inhale. Exhale, hold. 2 more, big inhale. Exhale. Last one, big inhale. Exhale. Let that leg come over to the side. Open up through the hip. Keep that right hand on that right hip. Left hand inside of the knee. It can also be outside. It's easier to hold it, I feel like, if you pull on the front part of your knee and shin. And slowly release. Right hand comes to the outside of the left knee. Lift the leg a little higher and then drape. That left hip over that right. Left fingertips extend and turn and look towards your hand. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, hold. Slowly release. Bring that leg back to center line. I guess we didn't do any circles here, so a few circles on this side. Remember, you can pull your hands into your shins. Make sure you go that opposite way back. And extend that left foot up to the sky. Big inhale. Exhale, let it fade all the way back down to the mat. Pull both knees into the chest. Arms can come around the back side of the thighs, or they can come around the front part of the shins. Sometimes you need to pop your hip. So I find underneath, it really depends honestly, but wherever you feel like you need to find that release, rock back and forth side to side. Big inhale. Exhale, extend the soles of the feet up to the sky. Big inhale here. Flex the toes towards the face and release through the heels. Come out this way. You're gonna scissor cross your legs for 8, 7, 6, for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Inhale here. Exhale, go ahead and rock on your spine. Bring yourself up to a seat. Go ahead and pull that left or right heel towards your left hip. Shift and adjust left heel over your right knee. Sit up nice and tall here. You can also, if you ever feel like you hit a plateau in your practice, what I tell my students, which I don't take advice on, create space in the body by raising yourself up, okay? So come up and over your hips, and then slowly you can sit here, right? Turn towards that leg and turn and twist. It'll change the twist because essentially you're coming from the upper part of the back, the mid part of the spine, and not just rotating deep in the hips, which is kind of hard to avoid if you're sitting on the ground all the time in a certain posture, right? Nice deep inhale. Exhale, hold. And big inhale, sit up nice and tall. Exhale, turn and twist. Maybe the hand comes around to grab onto the inside of the hip. And then slowly release. Come back to center line. Same thing on that opposite side. Toe points forward, or knee points forward, and the foot, I think you can see this, I just can't because there's the screen button there. But essentially the ankle and the Achilles catch on the outside of the block. Sit up nice and tall. And then turn and twist. Maybe take that hand around to grab onto your waistband or your hip. Nice deep inhale. Slowly release. Bring yourself back to center. Extend out through that right leg. And you can put a bend in that knee. Nice deep inhale. You can also, we went over this last time, throw support underneath your knee so you're not hyperextending it. Or just be really mindful about keeping the bend in the knee. Big inhale. Take the hand to the outside of the hip and you can pull it back as you come over. You can turn into that leg by grabbing to the outside of that right foot with the left hand. Slowly come out. Same thing, second side. Hanging out here. Leg is extended. Nice deep inhale. Bend in the knee. Hand to the hip. Pull it back. Come down and over. Nice deep inhale. Pull here. Slowly come out. Cross your legs. Rearrange your seat. Hands come out in front of you. Remember, you don't need the blocks of the pillow. You can be on your seat. Rock forward. Check in with your body in terms of what it is you need this morning. Slowly come down and over the tops of the thighs. Forehead can come down from the mat. Big inhale. Breathe into the back body, pull in on the low belly, reach out with the fingertips, big inhale. Exhale, crawl the hands back. Change up the cross of the feet. Inhale, sit up nice and tall. Walk your fingertips out in front of you. Lengthen here, big inhale. If it's too much on the knees, right, back out of it. And slowly walk the hands back towards you. Sit up nice and tall. And be on your block. Take your feet out to the side. Balasana squat. If you're down on your seat, lift your seat a little bit higher. Maybe throw some blocks underneath you. Big inhale. Or pillows. And just sit here and breathe. Two more breaths. Exhale. One more time, big inhale. And then go ahead and extend with those right fingertips. Left hand comes up to the sky. Big inhale here. Exhale, move through center line. Same thing on that opposite side. You can catch the back side of the tricep on the inside of the knee. Opposite hand up to the sky. reach here. Exhale, slowly come back to center. Walk your hands out in front of you. Maybe rearrange your hips a little bit. Hold here. Pull up and in on the low belly to create some compression. You can always have your hands here to catch your weight. Nice deep inhale. Exhale. One more time, big inhale. And exhale, slowly release. I think one of the things too is I think about like different compression poses, right? I think the Western style of yoga was really framed like around what Bikram was doing, and there was a lot of like conversation around compression. And so just thinking again about blocks and trying to find, and not that compression's bad, right? But also trying to find that balance between both the compression and the extension, right? Like there has to be both in order to like move things, else you're just compressing it in, right? You gotta break it up, but then you gotta pull it apart again, right? Okay, let's go ahead and come down onto our backs. Making our way down to our seats, coming all the way down onto our backs. Letting the soles of the feet hit the mat. Maybe you just windshield wiper the feet back and forth, side to side. And then go ahead and take the soles of the feet up to the sky. Happy baby. Pull down through the low belly. Flex the feet. Rock back and forth, side to side. Find your stillness here. So essentially, this is a Balasana squat, right? You're thinking about this, if it's just a different foundation, like our back is down, but the feet are essentially the same placement. So just thinking about all of like the different ways that you can come into posture to help yourself get into posture. But here you want to check in with alignment to make sure that your knee is not beyond your toes, right? So checking to make sure that your ankles are right over your knees in this position. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, release. 2 more breaths. Big inhale. Exhale. One more time. Exhale, slowly release. Extend the legs out in front of you. The arms come down to the sides. Feet flop out to the side. Palms are up to the sky. Coming back into your breath. Nice deep inhale. And exhale. Checking back in with the subtleness of your breath. Thinking about directing it to your belly. Maybe place your hands on the belly and let the belly expand. Fingertips can be here. Maybe belly expands. Fingertips draw apart. Exhale. Belly comes, retracts, fingers come together. Let's go 2 more breaths right there. Big inhale. And exhale. Card for you for this week. Miss Jane. Idyllic times. The garden. Paradise. Whew. And Owl blesses the priestess. of the garden as she holds a butterfly in her hands. This portends a time of great peace and joy coming your way. It may be an unexpected blessing or a long-awaited result of extensive effort on your part. The butterfly reminds us of the gentle power to become something completely new through the process of metamorphosis. As a caterpillar changes through an internal alchemical process, it experiences intense pressure and difficulty. In time, it emerges from its cocoon as a winged butterfly, having forged the strength to travel thousands of miles in its migration. Similarly, the hardships that you've gone through have brought you great value and inner strength, transforming your life and carrying you to a new reality of pleasant experiences and peaceful surroundings. So get ready for the idyllic times ahead. Let yourself relax and appreciate the peace and beauty coming to your life. On a purely practical level, this card could be foretelling of an upcoming trip or even a move to a picturesque and lush environment, one that may seem like a paradise to you. This bodes well for your energy and your future. Even if you can't go on vacation or make a move now, you can still create ideals of peace and happiness in your daily life. Surround yourself with the beauty of nature, the trees, the flowers, birds, and animals, and the ever-present blessings from the universe. Know that every moment you stop to relax and appreciate your natural world, you bring an idyllic time to your life. After all, paradise is always there, should you choose to experience it. Affirmation: I open my life to experiencing the wonders of nature all around me. Beauty and peace fill my life in many delightful ways. Dear Jane, I hope that you have a wonderful week. And I hope to check in with you most likely for the Christmas Eve, Christmas Day text, and then from there, I feel like I should get on Snapchat. You guys snap every day. You know I get on that shit and never use it. Anyway, I love you. And I'm sorry that this took so long to get to. It's just been crazy. So, all right, I'll talk with you soon. Peace and love, my darling.